85% of partners prefer a man who is groomed below the waist, and 96% of partners think bad grooming is a major turn-off. That's where Manscaped have come in to help us all out, including myself, lads. The Lawnmower 4.0 is a trimmer specifically designed with our crown jewels in mind. It has skin-safe technology to reduce those nicks and cuts and gives you the maximum confidence while trimming below the waist. It's also IPX7 waterproof rated, so you can operate in wet or dry conditions. It has a premium 7,000 RPM motor with quiet stroke technology and a massive 90-minute battery time, which is supported by its wireless electromagnetic charging function. With the Performance Package 4.0, you'll get the Crop Reviver with witch hazel and powerful odor defense. This keeps your balls protected after a good shave. Crop Preserver with its soothing aloe vera and advanced quick absorbing cream, keeping your balls feeling fresh and hydrated. And the Weed Whacker to trim ear and nose hair. The Performance Package 4.0 has everything you need to keep you the most groomed man in the room. Use our code EXTRA20 XTRA20 at checkout and you'll save yourself 20% off your order and receive free international shipping. Yo, welcome back to another stream, guys. How we doing? Welcome to the preview for the Leeds game. I think I am being joined by Hugh, but I think he's just running a little bit late, guys. So bear with us while Hugh gets here. But today we're going to do the preview for tomorrow's game. We're going to go through the starting 11, predicted starting 11, and score predictions as well. So make sure you guys have already smashed a like on the stream. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well if you've not already done so, because you know. Where'd you get content like this, guys? You know what I'm saying? Right, okay. big up to the guys at Tactical Pad, man. You know what I mean? These are guys that have got us sorted out with the stuff, with the system. This is the system. How good is this? We've improved massively here, by the way, people. You know what I mean? I used to use 11 versus 11 build a team. Nah, we've gone full Sky Sports mode now. Look at this, people. I can put the player, I can put Edison on there, I can move him around. It's mint. You know what I mean? So big up to the guys at Tactical Pad for designing such a brilliant program. Guys, make sure you drop a like on the stream, subscribe to the channel as well if you need. Big up to the guys at Manscaped for sponsoring today's stream. Before we get into the start at 11, though, I want to tell you something. Honestly, guys, I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous for tomorrow. Now, I know I was nervous for West Ham. I was nervous for West Ham, yeah. But I'm proper nervous for this tomorrow. You know what? You all agree with me, really. New manager bounce, grim. Big Sam, grim. It ain't looking good, bruv. You know what I mean? Like, we're tired as well. We're so tired, man. I'm so tired. Everyone's tired in the stream. I see you guys in the chat. We're tired. You know who in this chat? Who in the stream is tired? Do you know what I mean? Sam Martin, when LB's nervous, we're all nervous. Sam Martin, I know you're tired, bro. I know you're tired. Marshy says, I'm not worried, LB. Nah, you are. You're tired. You're tired. That's why you're not nervous. Because you're too tired. But yeah, honestly, man, it's going to be a madness. Let me just get Hugh in now, because Hugh is going to... let me get Hugh in here. Hugh is just running a little late, but I think he's coming in now, which is good. But yeah, you know what, guys? I'm a bit nervous tomorrow, and the reason is because of, obviously, you can tell from the team that they're a little bit tired. You know, if you go back like 2 or 3 weeks ago, we were firing, and we're still doing very well. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we're doing badly, but you can tell that the team is struggling a little bit in terms of legs. This is why I think players like Phil Foden, Alvarez, Kevin De Bruyne, because obviously he's missed a week, Phillips, Akanji, who didn't play the last game. These guys are going to be crucial just to rotate the squad a little bit, because right now, obviously Ortega getting a run in instead of Edison. You know, Pep Guardiola's done very well in recent weeks to rotate it, but I still think this team is a little bit tired, which is why I'm a little bit worried for tomorrow's game. You know, Big Sam, he knows how to defend. He knows how to get his team set up defensively. It could be a game where we do struggle a little bit, but hopefully we just get over the line, because for me personally, I think if City beat Leeds tomorrow, and I said this obviously in the stream earlier on today, I think if City win tomorrow and Arsenal don't win on Sunday, I think that's the league. I really do. I think we've won the league in that situation. But tomorrow, I'm seriously worried about it, guys, man. You know what I mean? And some people are like, why are you worried, LB? You're playing Leeds. But you're playing a Leeds under Sam Allardyce, brand new manager bounce, who's very, very good defensively. It's just long, man. Do you know what I mean? It's just very, very long. So I'm just hoping the boys can go out there and do it. There's no question to me that the effort won't be there. The effort will be there tomorrow. It's just whether or not they have enough in their energy stores. You know, Leeds are rubbish though. Yeah, Leeds might be rubbish, you know, but at the end of the day, they're fighting for their lives, and that changes things a little bit. Yo, big up to Emma, man. He says, "What up, LB? Do you reckon Trippier at right back next season?" Funny thing is, actually, the first time I ever seen Manchester City lift a trophy was the FA Cup Youth Cup back in 2006 or something like that, and he played in that game along with Ben Mee, who obviously made a career. So yeah, not for me personally, but he's obviously done very, very well this year. Possibly being right back of the year, Kieran Trippier. He's done very, very well, but not for me personally. But yeah, he was actually in the team that I seen win the first ever trophy I seen a Manchester City team win was the FA Cup Youth Trophy, and he was in the team along with Ben Mee driller. Yeah, I think Vladimir Weiss was in there. This would have been in like 2005, 2006. So yeah. Right, cool. Well, let's get into the starting 11. In fact, before we do, let's bring the man in who's been out tonight. Look at him.
I wasn't there tonight.
Well, you not been out tonight? I thought you said you was going to watch the football.
That doesn't mean I was out. I didn't drink.
Bro, I didn't say you was drinking. Yo, why does everything have to involve drink with you? You know what I mean? I said, what's going on? Where are you?
I've gone blue.
Why you gone blue for?
I don't know, bro. What's with all the questions? What's this guy doing with all these questions, man? Chill out. I'm here talking about City and Leeds. Where's he gone?
No, it's all good. It's all good. How was the football though, bro? That's what I meant. How was the football?
We lost, so we don't talk about it.
Oh no!
Rip.
You can't.
Rip. Listen, my first love, my full focus, Manchester City, and I'm manifesting a dub now to make up for it. So let's get some positive vibes in the chat. Let's get some positive vibes all around and start talking about this because that's the main thing of the weekend.
Yeah, positive vibes. Ben also stinks of Sam Allardyce making headlines after his interview. You seen his interview, bro?
Now what you saying?
Bro, the guy's on a madness, bro. He's talking about like how he's better than Klopp and Pep Guardiola. We've not seen it.
Bro's got dementia. That's his problem. He's too old for this now.
Yeah, mad. Right, I'm gonna get the team line up. Big up to Joel. Yeah, bro. I've had a few, bro. And Sinifan says going UT means drinking when you're Irish. LMAO. Going out means you're drinking when you're Irish, says Sinifan. I mean, that's not actually what I meant. I just meant that he enjoys night out, but he took it as
I didn't have a night out. This is a language barrier.
Language barrier. Fucking hell. Right, let's get into the team lineup, man. Right, here we go. Right, boom. So, obviously, Pep Guardiola was asked actually about the goalkeeper, but we would fully expect Edison to come back in here, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Back 4/back 3, whatever you want to call it. I have a funny feeling for this game. I think Akanji is going to come back in for this game, but I think Walker's going to be dropped for this game. I think Akanji is going to come back in. What do you think about that?
I'm not sure. It's quite hard to tell. I don't know. Has Pep given Walker the game time recently on the basis that he's building him up for the Bernabeu, or what? Or is he going to pull him out now and give him a rest before the Bernabeu? Because either way, I want Walker playing in that first leg against Madrid to combat the pace they have on the wing. So I don't know what kind of preparation Pep has from in mind, but there's no reason to not play Kanji either because he's been so solid all season. Like, was that just a rest for him in the last week? Because he's played a lot of football this season.
I think
it's
I think it was a bit of both. I think it was I can get Akanji a rest and I can also get Walker some minutes. Where if I do decide to play Walker against Real Madrid, he's got some minutes in his legs. I personally think Akanji will play, so I'm going to put him there. Obviously, we might be able to put him left back if we don't agree on someone else. I think Diaz plays. I think it's kind of difficult not to play Diaz. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, Diaz has to play. He has to play.
The question here is: do you put Ake left back, or do you put Akanji left back and then maybe play Walker right back? But me personally, I think basically we'll line up like this. I think we'll line up like that. Ake, Stones, Diaz, Akanji, Stones goes into the DM.
I think Diaz, Ake, and Stones picks itself. The question mark just lies over Walker or Kanji, and then it gets moved around.
That's better. You can see the words better. You can see the names better. Yeah. So you agree with that? You agree with this back four? Yeah.
Yes. I think that's most likely what's going to happen. I'm hard. I don't know with Kyle Walker. See, I don't know. It's really hard to tell what the plan was for him.
Yeah, some people saying Laporte could play. Laporte for Diaz? Nah.
No.
Nah, I don't see that. I think if Laporte does play, he'll play over here, and he'll replace Ake. But I don't think he plays tomorrow. I think he'll go Ake, in my view. Do you think Laporte could play tomorrow?
No chance. I think I'm 90% sure it's what we see on screen right now.
Yeah. I think he runs with this, but I don't know. I guess there is a chance that Laporte plays tomorrow, but I just don't see it personally. I just don't for some reason. It's difficult to see it, man, because he just doesn't play any football for us anymore. So not for me. I don't think he does it.
He's also not really part of the future plans, is he? Like, we're expecting him to leave this summer. At least, like, when we move into midfield, if we speak about people like Calvin Phillips who they are fighting for a future at the club, they are looking for opportunity. There's a case to be made for them. But with Laporte, he's not someone we need right now because the defenders are playing quite well, and we're not desperate to give him money. We know he's about leaving.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Right, shall we move into midfield then? Because this obviously was something we spoke about at length, really, over today. And it's whether or not you play Calvin Phillips or do you play Rodri. Now, I'm going to put a poll in the chat, actually, because I'm really interested to see what the chat are saying. I know we spoke about this morning, bro, but where's your head at? You've had time to think about it. You've had the day to think about this. Where are you? Where are you at? Are you resting Rodri? Are you playing?
Yeah. I'm resting Rodri and I'm playing Calvin Phillips. I'm fully set on that now.
Why?
Primarily because Rodri needs the rest. It's more so on the basis that Rodri needs the rest, but also the Calvin Phillips, I think, deserves the opportunity. I think if he does have, like, based off what I said earlier on, that he's given quotes that he really wants to stay, he wants to fight for his place. Pep Guardiola says he's always ready. There's nothing to indicate that either parties in the situation believe there's no future for Phillips at the club. So I can just see Pep saying throw Calvin in, and then as we get further forward in the year, it'll probably make more sense. Why? I think Phillips, a game like this, he should be able to come in and do a job. I think we both agree earlier on he's lost weight. He looks a bit better. He was smiling when he was coming on the pitch. Maybe mentally he's in a better place and feels more prepared. Maybe he wasn't in the best place. Maybe he wasn't able to play for a while because I don't know, his confidence was low, and the manager is able to judge these situations better than us. But in theory, against Leeds, his old club, a game where he'll dominate all the ball as well anyway, I think Phillips should be able to come in and show at least he's capable of playing at this level. And I need Rodri to get a rest. Rodri has played far too much football this season. And the fact that he's played at the level he has for so much this season, so much of the season, is nothing short of magnificent. For me, he's the best defensive midfielder in the world. But he needs that rest, considering the fact that we go to Madrid for the biggest game of the season on Tuesday night. And I want Rodri as fresh as possible for that. He's going to be huge. So I think all roads point to Phillips, man. Pep spoke about him earlier too. Why not?
Could you potentially look at maybe Ilkay Gundogan as the 6 instead of Phillips?
I want to see Gundogan back in the number 8 role. I want to see a Kevin Gundo number 8, or 2 number 8s, or 2 attacking midfielders, whatever you want to call it. I want to see that because that's what I want to see in the Bernabeu on Tuesday as well. Yeah. I just think there has to come a point where you rip the bandage off and you say to Phillips, right, here's your chance. You're starting. It's a Premier League game. It's a must win. Here's your chance. Go out and show what you're about. It's not, a second string team we're putting out in a game we're expecting to win. It's not 30 minutes to go and we're already 3-0 up. This is your chance, mate. This is your chance. You waited all season for this. You came to the club to play for us at this level. Here you go. And unfortunately, whether you like it or not, that opportunity has to come. We paid 50 million for this guy. There's no denying he's a very good footballer. I say send him, man.
Yeah. Look, if it was me personally, I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't know what I do because the game's so big. I'm kind of thinking, fuck this guy and put Gundogan in the 6. But we bought this guy for 40 million, right? He's been fit since November. He's been ready to play since November, in theory. If he can't play now, when can he play, bro? So for me, it's not that I want to play him. It's more that, like, bro, you got to play him, man. If you can't play, then I'm sorry, mate, but you're done. Like, it's like one of them ruthless situations. So I think I go with Phillips, but it's not like I'm confident in him, to be honest with you. And it's not that I don't like him or anything. It's just that, like, I can't be confident in him because I've not seen him play all year. You know what I mean?
I don't expect him to come in, and I've made this clear. I don't expect for 1 second Phillips to come in tomorrow afternoon and just look like Rodri 2.0 and look the exact same Rodri has. All I'm looking to see from Phillips tomorrow, if he starts, is that he can fit in and he shows signs. The way we spoke about Grealish last season when he was pissing everybody off? He still showed signs, little glimpses here and there. This is what we can kind of expect from Jack Grealish if he keeps progressing and adapting in the right way. That's all I want to see from Phillips. At least know that there is potentially a future for him here. I just think the opportunity has to come. I mean, when is the opportunity? When is it? I mean, next season, the Premier League starts, Champions League starts. Every single game is always a must-win for Manchester City. When do you find the opportunity to play Calvin Phillips in a game that matters? And it's him, put under pressure. You know, it's not Sheffield United in the FA Cup. It's not the sixth game of the Champions League group stage, and we're already through. He deserves the opportunity at least. I think he warrants it through performances for previous club and for country to have a go in the Premier League for Manchester City. I do have an expectation on that he comes in, like I said, and looks at least decent. At least decent. But I don't expect him to look like Rodri. And I think anybody who does expect him to come in and be Rodri will be let down. Because nobody can do what Rodri can do in the world right now.
I agree. Right, okay. Well, let's get rid of Rodri then, because I think, obviously, if you look at the poll in the chat as well, 90% of the streams say play Phillips. So I'm game with that.
Well, you know what, Phillips, bro? Who's it? Kareem in the chat says he does well in England in a double pivot with Declan Rice. Now, Phillips, if he plays tomorrow, will more than likely have John Stones running the midfield beside him. That's something he's never had when he's played for Manchester City before. So this could be something that Phillips thrives on. Having that extra leader beside him, John Stones, experience, knows what he's doing, oozing confidence. That could take some of the responsibility off Calvin Phillips that maybe he feels the pressure off to play more like himself and play better. Because when he's got to come on and be that lone number 6, that's a daunting position, man. You're coming on to replace the best defensive midfielder in the world. It's probably the most important position on the pitch because you're controlling everything, both defensively, stopping attacks, and going forward. You're literally the orchestrator at the beginning of every attack. Now he's got John Stones there to relieve him of some of those responsibilities. I think it's set up for Calvin Phillips to hopefully look good. I want them to look good. I think we should all want them to do well.
Absolutely. I think if he sat there, even like me, who's a little bit like, not sure about this guy, you know what I mean? Like, I want him to do well if he plays tomorrow. Like, and I think any City fan who wishes a City player to do ill needs to sort their head out, you know what I mean? Because why would you want a City player not to do well? So for me, I want him to do well if he plays. I'm just a little bit worried about it. But at the end of the day, we bought him for 40 million. If he can't play a game against Leeds at home, you know what I mean, and look semi-decent, he don't have to be mint. We're not saying he has to be class. We're not even saying we're world class. Just get through the game and not look absolutely trash, and that'll be probably enough.
So well, you said you're not sure on the guy. You said you're not sure on the guy. I'm not sure on the guy. I'm not sure.
That's what I said before, though. No one can be sure on him either way. If I met a City fan and they went, no, you know what, Calvin Phillips, mint. I'd be like, what you on about? How can you say mint? Because he's not even really played for us. But at the same time, if someone come to me and said, LB, that Phillips shit, get rid of him, I'd be like, yo, at the same time, bro, he's not playing minutes. So I'm not in the middle. I'm like, until he's had a proper run in the team or played more minutes, started a few games, I don't see how you can really judge him. But at the same time, because I can't judge him, I don't know whether this is the right move. I don't know if he's going to be good enough because I've not seen him enough. So only time will tell. And if he does play tomorrow, it's a big game. We need to win the match. Hopefully he can do the job, innit?
Well, look, me sitting here bigging him up and saying, oh, he needs to play, it's not me selling him to any of you, or to you or anybody in the chat saying, this guy is the future. You know, he's going to run our midfield for years to come and he's going to challenge Rodri's place. It's literally just me saying, you got to give the guy a chance and give him a chance in a proper situation where it actually matters and see how he handles that in a Manchester City shirt. That's literally just it.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. Right, let's move into. In fact, before we move into the midfield, I've got a couple of super chats coming up here. Let me go through these. Big up to Amar, who said centre creative Red Bull to the Etihad, going for a 6-0 City win. Pep versus Big Sam, played 4, won 4, scored 18, conceded 1. It will be a piece of piss.
I like that stat.
Coming in with the big stats, bro.
That's a good stat, man. That makes me feel confident. Thank you for that, Amar.
I also checked a stat before, right? And again, it's in the same sort of realms as Amar. Of all the teams that Sam Allardyce has played against, which obviously has been around the game a long time, it's a lot of teams. He has the worst points per game. I think we're 7th worst point per game for Sam Allardyce, which means out of all the team he's played, we're the 7th worst for him.
That probably goes back as far as even pre-Sheikh Mansour times.
Oh, yeah, of course it does. Yeah.
You don't like City, like Sam?
Nah, yeah, look, I'll show you. I've got the stats up here, bro. Watch this. Let me get this up for you. I found it before. Right, so if I go points per game. Right, let me show you this. Present, share screen, Sam Allardyce. Yo, check this out. Right, look. Points per game, 0. Manchester City, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're the 7th worst team he's ever faced. Like, Does that make sense for him with the 7th worst team?
It's
Like
the team that
worst,
he has the 7th worst record against.
correct. That's the best way of saying it. On average, he gets 0.68 points per game. He's only beaten Manchester City 6 times in 34 games. He's lost 23.
That stinks. That
And as you
stinks.
said, a lot of this probably would have been before. If you go back to his thing, you know what I mean? Check this out. Yo, I don't remember some out of this in 2014. Yo, what's going on here? Wow, it's a lot of games there, you know. What's going on here, mate?
He's experienced.
Look at this, mates. Whoa, 2003, you know. 2002, 2001. Mate, no way. Don't tell me we're going to a different century here, mate. Well, we're in 1999. Wait, I'm in the fucking completely wrong thing here. Jesus, no wonder I'm going about.
All of that, man. All of that scrolling for
Man, I
nada.
don't know how I did that. Right, check this, right. It's the first time he ever played us was August 29th, yeah, 1998, bro. 1-1, Notts County.
That was before I was born. That was 3 months before I was born.
That's actually disgusting.
Or no, maybe a year and 3 months. My maths is all wrong here. It's before man was born anyway.
He didn't beat us until 2003. When was the last time he beat us? He's not beaten us since 2014. In fact, I think I was at this game. David Silva score. I was at that game. David Silva. I was at that game, bro. Grim game.
You see, people, LB's not plastic. He did.
I ain't plastic, bro. I did go to games back in the day, innit? You know what I mean? Before the YouTube cash came in.
Same X. I'm 99. My maths is all wrong. I was born in 1999.
Yeah. Yo, check this, man. So he's not beaten us since 2014. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's not bad. We'll take that. 100%.
But we do love handing people their first wins, their first goals, their first everything in a long time. So once again, as earlier on, let's not name this guy. It's too premature to start taking the mick out of records.
I know. Absolutely. No, I agree. Yo, big up to Zin Carl says, can't mock Sam. He's a Prem revolutionary. He bought Analytics. Analytics? Is that how you say it? Analytics. What did I say? What did I say?
What did you say? Analytics?
Analytics.
Bro,
I don't know what I said, bro.
Sports, man. Guys, sports will be rigging you again. They don't want any analytics from you.
I don't know. Analytics. Analytics, yeah. To the Prem after learning from the NFL. Pepper's always been a big admirer of his work, says Zine Cal. He's a good manager. I've said he's a good manager. I mean, I don't mind saying he's a good manager. I think he's a good manager. A big up to NBA with the 20 says, I think Ortega starts because Pep wants him to get a Premier League medal, minimum 5 games. Laporte, by the way, we should be singing his name in the stands till the end of the season. He's been a professional and never shown any negativity while sitting on the bench. I assume, yeah. I mean, big up to Laporte, man. Obviously, he's going to go at the end of the season. We all know that. And fair dues, man, for like not fucking seeing his ass because that could have been a serious issue. So yeah, man, big up to him. Right, should we continue then? In fact, I've got a member chat here, actually. A big up to Eric says, unless we wrap up the title early, this might be the last chance for Rodri to get a rest for the season. Agreed, which I think is why he will get a rest. John with a 2 says, can't win everything if you don't feel comfortable rotating the squad. Again, very, very true, John. And Fatin says, I think we need to let Phillips some minutes and we need to rest Rodri for Madrid. I think 3-0 City. Big up to City all the way. With the super chat who says priority is Madrid. Leeds will be finished at half time. Well, let's hope that. Yeah, exactly. Let's hope that is the case. Right, let's get back onto the Sky Sports pad and go into the attacking midfielders. I don't know about you, bro. I'm playing De Bruyne.
Yeah. No, definitely bring back De Bruyne, man. We need him if we're gonna play Calvin Phillips, which I think we are, and we've gone with. We do need De Bruyne for that creativity in the middle of the park because Rodri is a massive outlet for us in terms of creativity. He's able to thread passes, able to pick, the cross-field passes, all that kind of thing. We don't know can Calvin Phillips do that. So to supplement that, we need De Bruyne back. And also, I'll keep referring to it. bearing in mind, Bernabeu, Tuesday, few minutes in the legs, won't do De Bruyne too badly. Best case scenario, we're up 2 or 3-0 with half an hour to go, and you axe De Bruyne and bring on Alvarez to see it out. So I say full send, start De Bruyne.
I agree. I know some people be like, why starting him? You know what I mean? You got Madrid on Tuesday. He's trained 2 days in a row. I think you got to play him, man. I do. I think. Look at the West Ham game. We missed him a little bit in that. For me, we missed Gundogan as well. Arguably, possibly more in my view. But I think Gundogan and De Bruyne. I think De Bruyne has to play this, man. I think give him 60 minutes, take him off, keep him wrapped up in cotton wool till Tuesday. Happy days. But for me, I don't see the point in bringing it. People are like, nah, don't start him on the bench, bring him on for 30 minutes. What's the point? Might as well just start him and give him an hour and then just take him off. What's the point in putting him on for 30 minutes at the end? You know what I mean? What's the point in that?
Nah, so for me, let him do his thing, man. Let him start the game. Let him cook. Let him get into his flow and his rhythm. Coming off the bench is not the same as starting the game. It's not the same kind of minutes. It's not the same level of I don't know, positivity for us moving forward. I want De Bruyne to start the game. I think that's the best case now. And he's only been out for what, 10 days? It's not as if he's put on 10 kilograms and a beer belly and he won't be able to run.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Pep Guardiola said today in the press conference. Pep said exactly the same thing, that if you're out for a week, 10 days, ain't changed nothing, mate. You know what I mean? It's just when you're out for a bare time that it's an issue. But yeah, anyway, Kevin De Bruyne is going to start the game tomorrow. That's what we're saying. Ilkay Gundogan for me, I have to start him next to Kev.
Yep, I want Gundo back in as well. I think that's the best midfield partnership we have. Obviously, without Rodri, the two attacking midfielders, Gundogan and De Bruyne, it's the best. They control it. They're the most creative. They're the most composed. They dictate everything. I want that, and I want that for Madrid as well.
Yeah, I agree. The big question now for me, bro, is this man here.
Yeah.
Does he start? If so, where?
I feel like me and you are going to have a disagreement on this. Me and you seem to agree on wingers very often.
Yeah, I mean,
you tell me your winger partnership.
That's my winger partnership.
My friend, we have an agreement.
For real? Serious, man? Oh, yo! Me and Hugh agree on the wingers for once. Are you serious? Are you actually not capping?
No. Genuinely, honest to God. I want Grealish to continue playing. Some people do have a good argument saying he needs a rest. He's played a lot of football, but I think he played well against who was it, West Ham the other night. I don't think he looks like he's desperately in need of a rest, maybe the way Rodri would or could do it more so. And then Foden looks great, man. Foden looks great. He looked very good when he came on against West Ham, albeit in the midfield. I think Mahrez, with all due respect, he's been a little bit stinky in the last week. And then I'd probably hold Bernardo back. I'd like Bernardo to come back onto the right wing on Tuesday night. But for this game, Grealish, Haaland, Foden, for me, it's the best front three we can possibly field. I think that's the best front three you can make in the whole squad in terms of dynamics and balance and what each three of those players offer to each other as well. That is the best. And I think if that front three was given a run of 20, 30 games together, they would be the most formidable and frightening front three in world football. We just haven't seen enough of this season before. Haaland's been injured at times, Foden's been injured at times, etc., etc. I think they're the most devastating.
Yeah, no, I agree. I go that one for this particular game. I am conscious of the fact that Jack Grealish has played a lot of minutes. However, I think if you play this team, especially that front five, I think we can get a goal, and then you can look at maybe taking Grealish off. You can put Phil on the left-hand side, bring on a Mahrez or something like that. You know what I mean? But for me, this is what I would start with. This is what I think Mahrez is unlucky to miss out. You know what I mean? Not that he's particularly had a great game against West Ham, because he didn't. But I think for me, you've got to get Foden some minutes. Bernardo's match fit. Mahrez is match fit. Foden's not match fit. I think the only way Foden gets match fit is by playing this game and plays full 90 minutes. And then against Real Madrid, pretty much everyone then is ready to go. You know what I'm saying?
Just out of curiosity, for Real Madrid, I know we're moving forward a little bit with that. Are you going for this like pretty much the same team that played against Bayern Munich in the first leg?
I swap Foden for Bernardo. I swap Phillips for Rodri. The only thing that I don't know what I'm doing is this here.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think same team that played Bayern Munich, but do you keep a Kanji or do you go with Kyle Walker for the pace? Because Real Madrid have rapid wingers, but
that's the only thing against Real Madrid. I don't know, but for this game in particular, I'm happy with the team. I think that team's good enough. I think Calvin Phillips will be okay in that position, and I think we'd win the game if we played that. I think if you played Mahrez and Grealish, maybe it could be tricky because what you got to remember is Big Sam, he's going to play a mad defensive formation tomorrow. Like, guys, be prepared, man. Get the bus pass out, man, because we're going to see the bus tomorrow. 100%. We're going to see the bus tomorrow. So we just got to do our best. Try and break this team down. Foden for me is a must because he doesn't play the typical Guardiola way of pass. He will get the ball, dribble with it, and try and take players on. And I think that's something that you might need. So for me, that is the team that I'd go for tomorrow, man. But
I tell you what, bro, for Calvin Phillips, if Calvin Phillips can't, at the very least, avoid a stinker with that team around him, then I am, there's red flags starting to raise at that point. But that front five we just picked is a devastating front five. You've Gundogan can pick out balls and passes and score goals, ghosts into the back post. We've seen Kevin De Bruyne recently absolutely slamming it. I don't need a touch on Haaland. Grealish is doing his thing. Foden, another opportunity for him to get back up to match speed. We know what he can offer when he's feeling himself and he's feeling good. That front five, Calvin Phillips, you should be able to work with that, no problem. You got Diaz behind you. You've got whoever, Ake there as well, solid. This team is set for Calvin Phillips to look good. There's no Gomez there. There's no Rico Lewis. There's no makeshifts. There's no, second strings. You have to go out and look at the very least decent.
The only thing I would say to Calvin Phillips, right, if you're watching right now, Calvin, the one thing that I would say to you is when you get the ball, move it quickly. If you have the ball and I go, Calvin Phillips has got the ball, still got the ball, that's a problem. I want you to get the ball. Where's the ball? Right, this is the ball, yeah? Oh, let me get the screen on, yeah? Boom. Right, watch this. Ball, Edison, yeah? Ake, yeah? Diaz, Stones, Diaz, Phillips. Still Phillips. This is a problem. I need him to get the ball. And go boom. Like the hot potato. You know what I mean? I don't know if you played this in Ireland. Yeah, you get like when you're in school. Yeah, you had the hot potato game where you fold it. You get the hot potato. Oh, hot. Yeah, get rid of the potato. Boom. This is him. This is a potato. I want him to get the ball. Go. Nah, I don't want it. Boom. Pass it forward. You know what I mean? Get the ball. Nah, I don't want it. Boom. Into Stones. Yeah. Boom. De Bruyne. Boom. Good one. I don't want him to have the ball. I want him to get the ball. Move it quickly, man. And I promise you, if he moves the ball quickly, that's what we need. Don't want him to keep the ball, man. That's going to be a problem, bro.
As long as he just keeps things ticking, keeps things moving, nothing crazy. Even if he's not going for long diagonal passes, just keep it ticking, keep it moving, keep the whole thing flowing. That's all I count. I don't need you to look at Rodri highlights and go, oh, I need to do that. Go out there, do your thing, man. That's exactly what Pep Guardiola was saying to him tonight, by the way. Just everything you said there. Hot potato, Calvin. Hot potato. Don't hold on to it.
Yeah. 100%. Let's get some score predictions in the gaff then, people. Let us know in the chat what you're saying. Score predictions. I'm going to go for... I'm fucking worried, man. I'm going to go for a 1-0 Manchester City win.
1-0.
Let me tell you something, yeah. You want honest facts? Let me remove you. Let me give you some solo drill. Yeah, listen. Chat. I'm worried about tomorrow. I try not to be like, every time I say it, I laugh, you know what I mean? I have a joke. I'm genuinely worried about tomorrow, man. I think it could be pain. You know what I mean? This is why if this team comes on the pitch, you know what I mean? Please, I beg, move the ball quickly. Don't be moving it. Boom. Okay. Boom. Boom. Nah, I need to just be moving the ball around rapid. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, guys. I'm actually genuinely worried. But I do think we'll get through. If we play that front five, yeah, I think that we'll get the job done. I think we'll be okay. But honestly, man.
The Shadow Realm, what are you doing? This guy, man, what's wrong with him?
I just telling you that I was worried about the game tomorrow.
You don't need to ask me to tell people you're worried about the game.
No, I do, man, because you'll be like, nah, LB, it's gonna be fine, isn't it?
Yeah, but I wasn't even on mute there. I could have cut over you anyway.
No, you was removed. You couldn't speak. If you spoke, he wouldn't have come through.
Nah, Jesus. Right. So you said 1-0.
I go for a 1-0 Man City win, man.
When's the last time we only scored 1 goal in a game?
Man City fixture. So the last time we only scored 1, yeah?
Yes.
Bayern Munich away 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Very different level of opposition, with all due respect. Listen, I'll make my first part of the prediction here. I will be really disappointed if we concede a goal. Leeds stink in terms of going forward. They are not scoring goals. That's why they are where they are. I will be very, very disappointed. We have not conceded more than 1 goal in any game since the 19th of January. If that happens to Leeds under Big Sam, I will be upset. But that 11 we've just chosen, 3-0.
3-0.
3-0, bro.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, man. Yo, check this out. At Guardiola. Players have to earn my confidence, all of them. Not just Calvin. It depends on the players. At the end, we're here. I try to be honest with the questions and my feelings. My feelings sometimes change. But at the end, it belongs to the players. They have to convince themselves and the team, and not because I say something. Teams change a lot, and players for previous seasons who were incredibly important, but this season less important. It's how they perform. Many things can happen. What are you saying, Bray?
I don't know what to make of that. It's just some more cryptic Pep bullshit.
It's cryptic, isn't it? It is cryptic, to be fair. I don't know what that means, to be honest with you. What does that mean, chat? You know what I mean? Does that mean he's playing or not?
That could mean he's playing or he never plays again. We don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, man. C1 says it's just waffle. It could be waffle. It could be waffle. It's Pep Guardiola waffling. Could be waffle. Could be waffle. By the way, big up to Footy Edits, man, for the membership. Appreciate the support, lad. Big up to Edits. Right, so you're going for a 3-0. I'm going for a 1-0. It's gonna be interesting, man. I'm looking forward to the game. I got that nervous energy. Like I'm excited. I'm smiling. I'm ready for it, but I am scared at the same time, man. So let's just see what happens. We will be doing a live watch along for this game, people. So if you're not going to the match tomorrow, then make sure you join us for the game. We're going to be live 1 hour before kickoff, bringing you all the team news, reaction, and pre-match build-up. It's going to be crazy. Nabil says, gave up on your boy, Mahrez, LB. I didn't give up on him, Nabil. Let me just tell you something real quick. I didn't give up on Mahrez. The reason that I've not played Mahrez in this game is nothing to do with Riyad Mahrez. Nothing at all. It's purely down to Foden needs minutes. And when Pep Guardiola picks his side for Tuesday, I want Pep Guardiola to have a squad and a team that he can pick any players and he's comfortable that they'll be adequately available to play the game in terms of fitness. I know that Bernardo Silva can play against Real Madrid. I know that Riyad Mahrez can play against Real Madrid. I don't think Phil Foden is at that position right now, which is why for me, I'd play him tomorrow so then he's available for Real Madrid. If that's what Pep Guardiola wants. I suspect that Phil Foden will not be what Pep Guardiola wants against Real Madrid. I don't think it will be. I think it'll either be Mahrez or Bernardo. But I want to play Foden so then he has the option. You know what I mean? That's my opinion. Otherwise, I would pick either Mahrez or Bernardo. Easy. Edit says, what's your guys' ideal transfer window? For me, a left back would be great. A winger would be great. And depending on what happens in the midfield situation, a midfielder or 2 midfielders. McAllister would be great, but I don't think we're going to get him. It looks like he's going to Liverpool. I don't even know what we're going to do in the midfield. Don't know what we're doing in midfield. Midfield could be stinky this summer. Really could. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, my head's spun. My head's spun in terms of transfers now that that Jude thing isn't looking very likely anymore. It seemed to all make a lot more sense. The picture was a lot more clear when we felt we were going to go get Jude. But yeah, I think a left-sided defender, whether it's someone who can play both left centre half as well as left back, that would be great because Laporte does that and we're going to lose him. Definitely at least one more midfielder. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a tough one. It'll develop, man. We'll paint more of a picture as the weeks go on. We'll get a better idea where we are.
Factual. Right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed that. Remember, me, Hugh, MCFC lads, and Big Steve all did a video earlier on today talking about who is the king of Manchester City. So if you fancy going and watching that, it's a good debate and actually a real surprising outcome. Like, I'm not even saying that. Like, it's really surprising outcome. Go and check that video out that we did today. That's out on the channel already. Me, Hugh, Big Steve, and MCFC lads did that. It's a really good watch. Go check it out. If not, no problems. We'll be back tomorrow for the live watch along. We'll be live at 2 o'clock for all the team news reaction and pre-match build-up. Join us for what is the start of a huge weekend. A weekend that could decide the Premier League title race. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this stream. Come on, City. Big game tomorrow. Guys, we'll see you in the next one. See you in a bit.
Thank you.